aside from traveling, because I don't travel well. Steven, can you confirm that?
You don't travel well at all.
Like at all. And I don't like dealing with the airport. I don't like flying. I am always convinced that I probably will die. And so the whole thing is stressful for me. But what is extremely stressful is going through airport security and dealing with the TSA, especially when you do what I do, which is, there's the TSA. When you do what I do, which is like whenever I go, we'll show a picture here in a minute, but whenever I go, I wear as many things as I can to piss off liberals, which usually includes my MAGA hat. And yeah, go ahead and throw that up. So that's like, it's either that one or the black one or the pink one or the camo one. You get my point, all right? And so I always get harassed when I am in the airport with all of my MAGA gear on. I do get a lot of high fives. I do get a lot of people within the TSA who are happy that I'm wearing that, but I do also have some people who just harass me because, let's face it, they see my red hat and they don't like me. And so they're, oh, we need to search your luggage. Oh, we need to do this. We need to do that. Steven, can you confirm, please? I get the looks, right?
Yes.
I get the looks, and then what happens? They got to check my luggage.
Every time. You are constantly screened, literally every time. And you got it. But how many times did you do it in this trip to D.C.?
But I think it was both ways. And I was on the phone. I called him. I was so pissed. I called him because they took out my dry shampoo when they checked my screening. Okay, it's a dry shampoo. It's a total powder. It doesn't have what's the spray I'm thinking of, Steven? Aerosol. It's not an aerosol spray, right?
Correct. It's not. It's literally like it's a dry powder. It's
the most basic imagine if it was like talcum powder or something, or like baby powder. It's just powder, okay? And he pulls it out. It's 4 ounces, and he pulls it out and he says, "Can't have this." And I said, "What do you mean you can't have it?" And he said, "It's bathroom stuff." That's how he said it. I'm just saying it how he said it. He said, "It's bathroom stuff. You can't have it." And I said, "What do you mean it's bathroom stuff?" And he said, "No bathroom stuff is allowed in big containers." And I was like, "It's not a liquid, it's a powder." And he was like, "It's all bathroom stuff." And so he took it, he confiscated it. And I was like, "I know this is not true." And I called you.
And we need to add that you were late.
Yeah, I was already late. Okay, thank you. I was already late. And I was like, it was crazy. Why was I late, Steven?
I was going to ask you, why were you late, Sarah?
Well, because I forgot my ID. Did I mention I don't travel well? So the whole thing was just a giant mess. I'm rushing there. I'm trying to rush to get to my gate. I call him and I'm like, "I really want my dry shampoo back, but I don't have time." And then I rush to the gate and I'm on the phone with him and I'm already there. And I'm like, "Okay, my gate was right by TSA. Should I go back?" And Steven was like,
"Yes,
absolutely,
you have to go back.
Absolutely, you should go back." And I was like, "I'm going back." So I went back and I spoke to the manager, I guess. I don't know what to call him, TSA manager on duty. And I was like, "I want my dry shampoo back because that is not true. And I'm going to show you on my phone where it says it's only liquids." And he was like, "Okay." So he ended up having a talk with him, getting it back. And he was like, he's just used to, people having liquids that they shouldn't. And I was like, "Sir, this was a powder." And he told me that no bathroom stuff was allowed. So maybe we need some training there.
They're not sending their best.
They're not sending their best, which is why I'm so excited that I heard Senators Mike Lee and Tommy Tuberville have just introduced a bill to abolish the TSA. I very much support that. By the way, for those of you who are like, "Oh, I know the Democrats are like, oh, they support bin Laden. They want another attack." No, dummies. It would just move airport screening over to private security companies that would be under FAA oversight. They would privatize the TSA. And I'm just telling you, part of the reason that I get so nervous when I travel is because they're harassing me over my dry shampoo, but they're not finding any, they do these, undercover operations and they fail most of their tests. TSA fails to detect weapons more than 70% of the time, one of the headlines reads. Yeah, there it is. So they're not making us safer and they're stealing my shit. So I fully support Senator Mike Lee's endeavor to abolish the TSA, as I know my husband does as well, because it will make me feel a little bit safer to fly. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.